And so say you did some marketing, online, mailers, whatever you guys do, public speaking. Say you found John and Mary. Okay, they're a military couple. They have $20,000. They're looking they can't buy right now because they're still trying to sell their home somewhere else. They've just been transferred. And they want to get into a home today that they can buy in the future. And they have $20,000 to put down. I look for people, for obvious reasons, with a lot of option money. Because that goes in, as Mark Harrelson used to say from the Financial Freedom Report. Does anyone remember Mark Harrelson? I love, he's written some great books on real estate, and he had a wonderful magazine. He was out of Salt Lake City, Utah. And Mark Harrelson said, put the money in the hip national bank. And so I want option money. I want people who are employed who can make the payments. And that's my marketing for step number one, Steve. Step number two is do your regular marketing and call up properties for sale or for rent and say the following. Who wants to be my for sale? You want to be my seller there, Steve?
Yeah, sure.
Hi, Mr. Shaw. How are you? Claude Diamond here. I think I have would you like $20,000 today, Steve?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Claude.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, your property still isn't available though, right? That could be a problem.
You know, it still is.
It's still available. Off the role play. Why do I always do that?
To give a sense of urgency.
Urgency to remind them, to let them know that they're still writing checks every month on the mortgage, the taxes, the utilities, all that good stuff. Okay, I'm going to be doing a lot of that. So I just remind them. Back in the role play. Steve, I have John and Mary here. They're a military couple. They just moved to Seattle. They have $20,000 right now. That's the good news. They can afford. Is your house for rent or for sale, or you can do either, Steve?
Yeah, I want it to rent. I want to rent it.
You want to rent it? How would you like to rent it to a great couple? Get $20,000 from this couple in your pocket this week, maybe even today. If we can structure this deal as an 18-month rent to own. It's okay to say no to me, by the way. I don't want to waste your time. But I can get your full price. I can get your full price on this property, or pretty close to it if it's reasonable, and if your house is in good condition. I can give you a lovely couple who have the money, who have employment. They just can't buy right now. Is this something we could do, Steve, or should I get off the phone?
Well, excuse me one second, Claude, because you said something that tripped me up there. You said you can get $20,000 in my pocket. Am I correct?
Yeah, I think I said that. Did I stutter?
I don't know. I just want to make sure you said that. Okay.
I did. That's the good news. So just before we go any further, I want to take you up my little yes ladder here, Steve. Is this something we can do today? Are you comfortable with it? Are you the decision maker?
Yes, I am. And if you can get cash in my pocket, then we're talking.
Okay, so you'd be willing to sell your home, make a commitment with me for a contract for John and Mary here to sell your home, even though you want to rent it?
In 18 months, you know what? I'm not always so hot on being a landlord. So maybe after 18 months, I'll be ready to let it go.
No, there's no maybes here. There's no maybes here, Steve. We're going to do a contract. If you agree to this right now on the phone, I'll arrange for John and Mary to see your house, and we're going to do a contract specifically for the sale of this property sometime in the next 18 months. Are you comfortable with that? Like I said, you can say no to me. I have a lot of other people to call.
Wow, Claude, I never really thought about selling my house until you presented this offer. But
let's pretend you did. Let's pretend you did. Can we do the business today?
If I can get cash like we talked about it, yes.
I'm sorry. What? That Kmart hearing aid fell out again. What?
Yes. If you can get cash in my pocket today, we'll do it.
We'll what?
We'll do a contract. When can we meet, Claude?
Okay. That's the good news. Can I tell you the bad news before we go any further?
Yes.
Okay, I get $12,000 out of that 20 for putting this transaction together. Can you live with that? And that entire 20,000. More bad news. That entire 20,000 goes to the purchase price since you're getting full price on the property. Can you live with all this? It's all right. Listen, don't worry about it. If you want to say no, it's all right. But I got a great couple. They need to move into a place by March 1st. $20,000 down, of which I get $12,000. You get pretty close to market value on your home. Is that something we can live with, or?
That that $20,000 all of a sudden is now down to 8. That's not as attractive. That was causing me to jump.
Okay.
So,
suppose we split it evenly, 50-50. I give you 10, I take 10, you credit 20 to the deal at full price. You get your $12.50 a month rent there at Puget Sound, and we can move forward today. Can we? Is that a deal?
you know what, Claude? It's a deal.
Okay, he was easy. He was nice to me. Okay,
No.
off the role play. What's the purpose of that very long role play?
That's interesting. I'm glad to hear this. God,
Yeah.
this is.
I never
really-
spoke about this before. Randy, Randy's got a question, I think.
Oh, you're trying to get their greed gland blown up.
Ooh.
20,000, and then it drops down to where I got to get mine out of.
What did Gordon Gekko say in Wall Street 1?